Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We have a great show for you, so let's kick it off with some motivation. Here's the quote. However, the sun himself is weak when he first rises and gathers strength and courage as the day gets on. Sometimes Mondays are hard days. You're not finished with the weekend, you're not ready for work. But each day is a new day to live life to the fullest, and that starts with Monday. So decide to make it a great day, even if it takes 1 hour at a time. One thing I always think about is my old principal, and she said, make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. So let's collectively make this Monday a great day. Now on to the show. Who doesn't love a nice diamond, pearl, or jewel? Well, today I'm taking you inside of Peter Franklin Jewelers. This well-established jewelry store is a staple in Fort Wayne, and with Mother's Day approaching this weekend, we take a peek at great gifts for mom. And I try on a few engagement rings just for fun. Then it's Money Monday with Foster Financial, and we are concluding our fixed index annuity conversation with the final tips and tricks from Caleb. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by Peter Franklin Jewelers. I am at Peter Franklin Jewelers, where you can buy something nice for someone special that will last a lifetime. I'm going to go inside, check out what they have to offer for Mother's Day and so much more. Let's do it. Joining me now is Daniel Hughes, who is the store manager. Hi, Daniel.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say a big congratulations. I know it's been about 1.5 years since you guys opened the newest and fourth location here at Peter Franklin. How's it been going?
It's great. We love it. We love being out here.
Yeah,
serving
nice
the community.
view.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
The windows are amazing. I'm always in awe of this space. And of course, you guys have so much to offer.
Yep.
So just give us a little review, a little background about Peter Franklin.
So Peter Franklin, we originally opened our first store in New Haven in '88. So we've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
And then this location we're at now on Jefferson is our 4th edition. So we've got 4 stores total here in Fort Wayne and surrounding, one up in Angola. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
The expansion is great. I mean, that's like 36 years being in this community, which is great. So that means that you all know your jewelry.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so with Mother's Day coming up, this is the perfect time to shop for jewelry. I know that you all have so many different options and selections. So why is this the best place for last minute shopping?
Absolutely. So especially last minute gifts, we've got tons of great quality, unique pieces ready to go that you can take out the door with you. We also have the ability with our full service shop, if we need to take some time to set something up, we can get it done in time to, make something special for mom. So.
Yeah, that's so cool because you all can actually make the adjustments.
Correct.
You can size the ring and change the links. Here.
Absolutely.
That's a unique feature, right? Most jewelry stores do not offer that.
Correct. Yes, very unique. Yep, we're proud. We're very proud of that. Yes.
Yeah, and I know, moms are so important and you want to treat them right and get them a really nice quality gift. So tell me about some of what you all offer here.
Yeah, so we can do a large variety of things. Some popular items, as always, for any holiday, any special occasion is going to be, your staple pieces, your diamond earrings, your diamond bracelets, that sort of thing. But we can also do, more unique, kind of one-of-a-kind pieces for mom. If you want to incorporate, the kids' birthstones or something like that, we're able to do that as well.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And the best thing is people can come and walk out with the item. They don't have to wait for shipping and all of that.
Right here.
So speaking of popular items, I know everyone loves a diamond.
Yes.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yes.
But what are other types of jewelry pieces that are trending right now?
Oh, Right now, color is very in. Not only just different colored gemstones,
Yeah.
but even different enamel color. We do lots of whites and blues and blacks and pinks. It's really cool.
That's really
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so speaking of your beautiful space here, we have to mention upstairs,
Yes.
you have an event space.
Correct, yeah.
That people can actually rent out. So tell me about that.
Yeah, so, when we were designing and building the store, we wanted a space up there to offer to our guests and to the community. We've done bridal showers, bridal parties, baby showers, wedding rehearsal dinners, all kinds of things. So
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice space. That open sunlight, of course, is there, and people can actually go out on the patio.
Yep, you can use the balcony as well. We've got some heaters and stuff like that up there if it's a little bit
Yeah.
cooler night. Yeah.
Yeah, and a
Yes.
full service kitchen.
Yep.
And I think what's so great about it is the venue is so unique. Like,
Yeah.
who could have a party in the middle of a
Yeah,
jewelry store?
I know, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Diamonds all around. I mean, perfect for an engagement party, a bridal shower, like you said, baby shower, and so much more. So what's the process if someone is interested in
Yeah.
renting your space?
We try to make it really easy. If you just give us a call at the store, I'd be happy to, talk to you if you want to ask for me. But any of us can, put you down for a date, make sure it's available, and get you reserved. So
Yeah, that's great. All right, well, we've talked about what you all have to offer. Now we have to take a look at it, maybe try on some things, because you know what? Diamonds are a girl's best friend. We'll be right back.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
All right, Daniel, we are over in the engagement section. I'm
Yes.
sure this is the most popular poppin' area,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Okay, so when is engagement season?
We're in it, starting now.
We're in it.
Yep.
Wow. So you guys really see an influx of like people coming in,
Absolutely.
shopping. I'm curious, do couples typically come in together to review rings, or do men come in separately?
Yeah, anymore it seems like we typically will see them as a couple before we see the
Okay.
guy on his own.
Okay,
So usually it seems that way.
Okay, want to keep
She wants to make sure she's getting, like to check the boxes, make sure she's getting what she wants.
Yes. Well, there's so many options, so that makes
Yeah.
sense. So I know that this is the Simon G brand. And so let's take a look and just kind of tell me about some of them. What are the difference in the band sides? So I know that some are thinner, some are thicker. They have a little curve to them.
Yep, so you have a variety of not only like stone shape, but stone size. Some of the settings are different. So like that one there, you've got a single row prong set diamond band with the oval shaped center stone on top. Very classic, very popular
yes.
look. Yep, looks great.
That's lovely. Wow. Okay, but that thinner side. But then juxtapose that to something like this.
Yep, so you've
which
got-
is that thicker side.
Yep, you've got more than one row, and then you've got that round, brilliant cut center stone. So a little bit different shape
Okay,
on top
yes.
as well. Yep.
Because it's not, now that
Those fit
gives-
perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that just did something different. Oh, this is fun. Okay,
It
so
is.
tell me about this really extravagant ring here.
Yes, so this is a little bit different. So that has more of like a baguette cluster center. So it's not just one stone in the center, it's multiple. And then it's got a double halo that goes around that with the split shank diamond band, which looks really good too.
Wow. So this one's more like a little trendy, kind of like a little flash to it. Like, okay, I
It's
am
fun, yeah.
engaged. And then lastly over here, another that really popped out is this middle one. So this
Yes.
little double mirrored
Yes.
cut actually.
Yes, it's actually two tones, so it's white gold and yellow gold. I don't know if you can see the yellow on the inside with a little design work between the stone and the halo. But yes, that ring's gorgeous.
What is this called, this style?
That is a halo with a marquee center. So a marquee shaped center stone with a halo around it.
Oh, that is nice, very different. This wouldn't be my style, but it's very
Right,
different.
yes.
I like that people can kind of try on and
Yes,
see what
yep.
really works for them. And so out of all of the rings here that I'm looking at, which do you feel is typically the most popular?
So that first ring that you put on, this one with the oval center stone with
Yeah.
that straight diamond band, is of those going to be the most popular.
Okay, so we're looking at the most popular one right here. Okay, Daniel, that was so much fun. Let's keep looking.
Alrighty.
So over here, what is this brand called?
So this is Fauna.
Fauna.
Yep,
And
Fauna.
tell me about it.
So they do a lot of really, really great solitaire and a little more simple settings.
Okay.
Like you can see some of these here.
Yes.
Very, very traditional, but very pretty.
So pretty.
Yep,
so
so
basically you don't have the diamond, what is that called? The diamond
band. Yep. So they're
band
it's
around
just like a high polished white gold band with the center stone on top.
Okay, that is lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the princess cut?
That's a pear shape.
Oh, pear shape.
Yep.
Oh. And so tell me about the different cuts. What are they called?
So you have on your finger there pear.
Mm-hmm.
That first one you picked up is an oval.
Okay.
A lot of these are going to be round, brilliant cuts.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also mentioned princess cut, which is square. We looked at the marquee cut and the ring over there. And that one's an emerald cut, which is very pretty and popular as well.
Emerald cut.
Mm-hmm.
That is really unique. Okay. Yeah. I like it. I feel like each ring kind of matches everyone's style.
Yep.
And so as you said, this line is just more simple. I see that probably the most layered one is this one. And so what is this one called?
So it's kind of got that intricate double twist row band. And then you've got, so what's interesting on this ring that you see a lot is it actually has a round stone in the center, but the halo that's around it is more of like a squared shape. So it kind of blends both of those looks together.
It is. Wow.
Which is really neat.
That is so cool. And then I also see a different color of the band. So we have our silver, but these are gold. So do you not have, are gold less popular than silver?
So yellow gold has recently become pretty much just as popular as white. For a long time.
Okay.
You know, they say if you're around long enough, everything's in style twice.
Yeah.
So for a long time, white gold was really, really popular, but yellow gold has really made a strong comeback. So we try to have a mix of both.
Okay.
The other cool thing with, you know, any of these is you can do them in white, yellow, rose gold. You can do them in any color metal you want. And you can also do them for any center stone shape that you want.
So do people come in and get rose gold wedding rings or engagement rings?
Yes, yep. Yep, not nearly as often as like white and yellow, but we definitely do some rose as well.
And then what about the bands? Okay, so you have some bands here.
Yes, bands are just as fun. So that has been part of the really popular look that people do is they'll do something very simple like this, but they'll pair it, so I'll give you that.
Yes.
They'll pair it with something really fun like this.
And what's the proper order? This
So
goes on
typically
top?
you would put your wedding band on first. So
that on first.
Exactly.
Okay, let's do it right now. Okay, so you have your band on. So the engagement is just for while you're engaged, and then you have your actual band that solidifies
the wedding.
The marriage like that. Okay.
Very
Look
pretty.
at that. Beautiful. I love it. And so people can come in and experience this, right? I mean, these are just a few options, but you have so many more here.
Yes.
Do they need to make an appointment?
They do not have to. They're welcome to. I'd love to set up appointments, but anytime we're happy to see them. Yeah. Anytime.
And then what's typically the turnaround? As we talked about before, you have the items in stock. You have your shop right behind us that you can customize it.
I like to say we can pretty much get it done as quick as they need us to.
Okay, well, it's engagement season, guys. So now is the perfect time to come out to Peter Franklin Jewelers. We'll have their website listed below, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Peter Franklin Jewelers.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
This segment sponsored by Foster Financial. Hey guys, welcome to Money Mondays, where we give you some really great information specifically for women. And today we're going to focus on fixed index annuities and kind of wrap up that conversation. And I'm speaking with Caleb Doan, who is the Vice President of Foster Financial. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey. Okay, so we've been on this journey with fixed income annuities and, fixed index.
Fixed index, there you go. Yeah, it's all right. It's close.
The third week. FIAs.
Yeah.
And so we've talked about it, and then what are we going to wrap up with it today?
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of features of fixed index annuities. They kind of specifically apply to women because they're a little bit more of a conservative investment. Women tend to be a little bit more conservative than men in how they invest.
Yeah.
So there's probably a lot of women out there who have some of these fixed index annuities in their portfolios. So we've talked a little bit about crediting strategies, income riders that can be on these policies. Today, one of the kind of facets that I wanted to talk about was what they call surrender charges or surrender periods for these annuities.
Okay, what is that?
So essentially, a surrender period on an annuity is a period of time after you purchase it or after you put money into it, where you're only allowed to withdraw a certain percentage in any given year.
Okay.
So if you just have money in an IRA that's with Charles Schwab or some Fidelity, whoever it might be with, there's really not a liquidity restraint on that. Typically you can go and you can withdraw the entire account if you wanted to in any given year. With a fixed indexed annuity, they kind of put a cap on the amount that you're allowed to withdraw any given year. And if you take out more than that, they start penalizing you.
So that's fascinating. So you can't really fully access your money. So why is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a feature of these annuities because they have certain benefits where they say, hey, if the market goes down, you won't, get negative interest or anything like that in these policies. So there's different benefits, but then it comes along with certain kind of cons to the policies too, and one of them is the surrender charges.
Okay.
And so usually how they're set up, and they can be set up many different ways, but a common one is they'll say, hey, you can only take out 10% of the contract in any given year. And if you take out more, then that's when you get hit with surrender charges.
Okay, so that is just the official max is 10% before it crosses over? Okay.
Yeah, on most policies. Some can be 15, some can have none depending on the type of policy, but that's just one thing to keep in mind. And so when we're looking at these for clients, one of the big things that we look at is liquidity risk, which is just the risk that you need money and all of a sudden you can't access it. And so especially with fixed index annuities, it's really important that only a portion of your retirement is invested in them. It would be extremely rare, almost never recommended that somebody would have more than 50, 60, 70% of their entire retirement account in something like a fixed index annuity with a surrender charge. Because then if, the worst case happened, you needed to put your hands on a lot of money, you'd get hit with penalties.
And that's a good point to make regarding why diversifying your portfolio is so important to have things in different areas. So if you recommend, for example, that no more than 50, 70% of the amount being in a fixed income annuity, then what other types of accounts would people more likely put the rest of their funds?
Yeah. The rest of the funds would probably need to be in something that's very liquid, So just a typical IRA, brokerage type of account, or cash at the bank and things like that, stuff that you can get to right away. So yeah, those surrender charges are a big thing that we look at. And I think this just kind of goes to show that there's a lot of features of fixed index annuities that people don't really fully understand, even when they get into them. And so a lot of times we'll have clients come in and we'll say, hey, can we do kind of a due diligence check on this annuity that somebody sold you, 5 years ago or 10 years ago, and just let them know what it is. Let them know what the riders are, how it works, what the fees are, what the surrender charges are. And a lot of times people will say, man, I didn't know half of this stuff in the annuity. So it's just a good place to start to say, hey, this is what you're actually invested in.
Right, and really understanding what the benefits are. And so who would you recommend? What type of people should get this type of annuity?
Yeah, it's kind of a specific type of person, and generally I would say these are maybe oversold in the industry a little bit. There's probably people that have them that maybe shouldn't.
Yeah.
So generally speaking, it would be someone who's a very conservative investor because it's to some extent principal protected on the downside. Okay, so if the market goes down, this isn't going to go down, but then it's also capped on the upside. So it would be good for a conservative investor. Also, probably somebody who needs income, because one of the key features of these annuities is many of them have income riders on them. And the income rider is supposed to generate income for your entire life, which brings me to the third part that would make sense for a lot of people is if you have a lot of longevity in your family. If you're expecting, there's a high possibility I'm going to live to be, 85, 90 years old, a lot of times the fixed index annuities can be somewhat of a hedge against outliving your retirement savings. And so, it can be good if you're conservative, have longevity, and need income.
Yeah, that is good. Those are great benefits.
Yeah.
You make a good point. So much to think about. Well, thank you so much for breaking down the fixed index annuities, Caleb, and I can't wait to see what we learn the next time.
Yeah, sounds good.
And if you would like more information about Foster Financial, we'll have their website and phone number listed below. You can give them a call and really get some really great advice. And I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Foster Financial.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And remember, you can always catch up on episodes and segments of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com, downloading the WANE app, and also checking us out on YouTube. And I'll leave you with this. However, the sun himself is weak when he first rises and gathers strength and courage as the day gets on. Get on today and make it a great day, and I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.